Assassin's Creed apologizes. The stadium might be late, and we have a Reggie. Watch. The pharmacy's now open.
You are tuned into the video game pharmacy.
What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of VGRx, your weekly dose of video game news, knowledge, and
Batman
know-how.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really like that little part you added there.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Brittin.
Hey, man.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, what up, man?
I'm Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Welcome to another week.
Welcome.
Here at the cast, if you will, or as the kids like to say, lit. You dab out for the haters.
Welcome to episode 91.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
We're 9 episodes. Nine
Away from a landmark.
episodes away.
9 and then add another 90
What?
89.
For what? What are we getting at?
Huh?
I'm bad at math.
That's all right. That's
early.
190, my friend. We'll be one episode back this time next year.
That'll be a special one.
Yeah.
Mark it on the calendar.
191, not 200.
It's actually roughly 50 episodes a year, not 100.
Whatever.
You know we've been doing this
roughly.
for almost 2 years now. You know we have no lives, right?
I think technically our anniversary is passed.
Probably,
Because
yeah.
I think we started October 2 years ago.
We have podcast anniversaries, not actually anniversaries, though.
Yeah.
So
Podcast anniversary.
it's by the benchmark episode numbers, I think.
Okay.
Rather than dates.
I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, let's go with that.
What about the 25s? What about the 75s?
Yeah, they're
Are they
not
not
important. No.
25,
No.
man.
That's kind of patting yourself on the back a little too much. You gotta go the distance and earn it
Yeah.
before you celebrate.
Man, we
Yeah.
should listen to episode 25.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
No.
It wasn't
I
that
don't
bad.
wanna go back.
We were in here by that point.
We're never going back.
We were definitely in here by that point.
We were here, yeah, because episode 8 was our first episode
8.
in here.
We only did 7 episodes in the basement.
Ooh, they were
Those were the
pretty.
days.
They
I
were
mean,
pretty rough.
should we fill it in for people that are listening?
Fill what in?
I kind of just did.
Yeah.
We did episodes in the basement.
Yeah, we filmed like the first couple episodes in my room.
Filmed. There were
Filmed.
cameras. You
Yeah,
didn't tell me
sorry.
this.
Oh God! Well, we didn't know.
We were,
Oh no.
Ooh, that's
Scott's
for my
like,
personal
"Come on over,
collection.
let's do a podcast."
That's for my-
I wanted to make a joke, but it's inappropriate.
Let's not.
What about being naked?
No.
No. Why would
no.
you? Why would you go there?
Sorry, I thought that's where we were going with that.
Trivia.
Yeah, sure, let's hit it.
Yeah,
So
let's do it.
last week I asked, what was the first video game album to go platinum?
You threw us off, man. That was
yeah.
a tough one.
I said Ocarina of
It's Ocarina of
Time.
Time. I actually didn't find a whole album. And it was really difficult to find the answer. Like I went through RIAA, which is like the Recording Institute of America or something of the sort. But they listed a song from EA back in 2003. Was the first ever video game album or track or song to go platinum.
So that one track essentially was enough
That
to make
one
it
track,
to make the
yeah.
soundtrack go platinum. What was it?
I actually don't know.
It's from you know the game at least.
Yeah,
right?
it's from NBA Live.
NBA Live
NBA
2003.
Live, yeah. I guess they have a
A slapper in there.
Isn't that a shame?
they have a program called EA Sports Tracks, which is like a
Oh.
program that they shuffle music and produce music through for their video games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it was just a popular song at the time that happened to be on that album or that soundtrack?
I don't know. Maybe they paid for the production of the song just in
Okay.
general.
Okay.
And they put it out both in the game and out in the real world.
Yeah. It's just funny. Scott mentions games like Ocarina of Time, which is these masterful orchestral soundtracks.
Yeah.
And then
NBA,
nobody cares.
NBA 2003.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Platinum, double platinum, triple platinum.
Yeah, I don't.
A lot of
actually-
platinums.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. We don't need to know the song.
Yeah.
It's killing
That's
me
an
now.
anomaly. An anomaly?
Why don't you
Anomaly.
just Google 2003 NBA song of the decade? I don't know.
Yeah,
Nah.
good luck.
We don't need to know.
Oh well.
Okay.
This was a weird week, you guys.
Is it?
Just 2 days ago, we were sitting down talking, and we're like, we got nothing. We have
Yeah.
to do a show in 2 days, and we have nothing to talk about.
I mean, I did mention a few days ago that it's kind of like this little like dead period
Yeah.
in
And those
between
happen
like the
occasionally.
holidays, all the big games coming out, all like the cons and events have happened
Yeah.
so far.
Although there's still stuff happening, like TGS just happened, BlizzCon's about to happen.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get some news from
So
that.
there's Gamescom was not that long ago, but apparently we all got on board and rallied around this thing and dug some things out of the woodwork.
Heck
So
yeah, we
now we
did.
got a healthy amount of stuff to talk about out
Yeah.
of the blue, which is
Yeah.
cool. It's going to be fun. We got a good show now. It just took a little extra effort this week.
Took a
Normally
little,
it takes.
took a little oomph.
A little-
Yep. Yep. Where do you guys want to start?
Where do you want to start?
I don't care.
Oh.
There's so many good things.
I know.
Dude, I actually, you know what? I can't believe you guys put the Madden curse on here.
I did.
You did,
I did.
really.
I did, yeah.
So if
Found
you guys have
something?
been listening for a while, we don't really talk about sports games.
We don't talk about sports.
We don't talk about sports
It was
at
just,
all.
It was just something that really interests me because it means football players are getting hurt, and I think that's really interesting.
Stop.
I thought you were gonna say funny. I was like,
Yeah,
don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
I mean, it is funny.
He
too.
barely pulled out of that
You
nose
did,
dive.
you did, yeah.
It is funny though.
So basically,
sorry.
Madden 20's cover athlete Patrick Mahomes suffered a kneecap dislocation, and the curse is that whoever is on the cover of Madden basically gets hurt the following season.
Yeah.
And so far, 16 of the 22 players who have been on the cover
That's so
have
crazy.
had bad things happen or been injured.
One of the only people who hasn't is Tom Brady. Who is it? Tom Brady.
There's six.
What?
There's 6 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you said 4.
16 of 22, so 6
Oh.
players have not.
Yeah,
Yeah. I kind of read through the list, and now I'm.
I can pull it up for you.
Of course, EA adamantly denies the existence of an actual curse.
Yeah,
but
I
we
mean,
know better.
it would be dumb for them to do so.
Well,
Nope.
most players
We're onto them.
try not to like believe in it. Like I said, Tom Brady was one of them. Ron Gronkowski, I think, was another one.
I mean, aren't injuries just in general fairly common during a football season?
Well, yeah, think about it. There's people just like slamming into each other for,
Yeah.
you know.
But the thing is that
Hour and a
a lot
half.
of these like injuries are really bad.
Like out of the season.
Like dislocating your kneecap.
I know. It's
That's
rough.
insane.
It's
Yeah.
rough.
That's a.
He's going to be out for at least 6 weeks just to recover from the kneecap thing. But they're also going to do an MRI to see if there's been any ligament damage. So could be even longer than that if
I
he
mean,
needs surgery or something.
We hope the best for him.
Of course.
You know.
Of course.
Brett Favre.
It's rough, though.
I'm just naming off names.
Brett Favre.
Drew Brees. Basically, like all the big quarterbacks are the ones who didn't get hurt.
Huh.
That's
Interesting.
Wasn't Russell Wilson on a cover of one or something?
I don't know.
remember.
I want to. Don't ask me.
Yeah. Was that a sports game? I got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing. Sorry.
A sports game. That's a sports player.
I might be
Oh, yeah.
I might be a scrub, but I'm not.
You mean these are real people? We're not talking
Yeah,
about video
yeah,
games?
it's crazy.
Oh, weird.
These are
Well,
characters?
technically they are characters in video games, but they're based off real people.
They were people first.
Wow,
That's
Wow.
silly.
Yeah.
Anyway, it just goes to show that the Madden curse is real, and all the denying they want to do is totally not true.
How much is Madden just always going to be a thing?
Yeah.
As a
Oh,
franchise?
It's been
No matter
around
what?
since the 90s.
I know, but why Madden? Will that ever change?
No, it's football.
Yeah. It's
American.
And at this point, it's,
It's
brand
American.
It's
recognition,
American.
too.
It's American.
All right.
It'll never go away.
I'm satisfied. Okay.
Dude,
What's up?
it
you
doesn't fulfill my complete wish and my desire to have another Left 4 Dead game.
Okay.
But Left 4 Dead and Dying Light are getting a crossover,
Interesting.
and we don't know how or
Is
why.
Valve involved at all?
I don't know.
That'd be weird because Valve doesn't really do much in the way of making games.
But
anymore.
we're getting a Dying Light 2 here soon, so they're speculating that we're going to get a Dying Light 2 and Left 4 Dead 2 crossover.
So maybe just some Left 4 Dead 2 cameos or content in Dying Light 2 or something.
Yeah.
Like that. It's weird though because they're dramatically different games. Dying Light's like a open world parkour RPG almost.
Yeah. First person.
Dying Light's a team-based corridor shooter kind of experience. So I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't see the crossover potential there.
But a boy can dream, you know? I miss Left 4 Dead.
I still want Dead Island too.
Can you do,
They
like-
totally. It seems like they almost scrapped.
Can you
that.
imagine
I
like, a
remember
modern
that.
Left 4 Dead 3?
Yeah.
I remember.
No, I can't imagine.
I remember.
They
that
announced
game,
Dead
yeah.
Island 2 at a Sony E3 event.
I remember the commercial.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was really quirky. And then I don't think they said anything about it ever since then.
Nope.
Maybe it changed hands a couple times to different studios, but I don't think it's ever coming. And I really genuinely enjoyed the first Dead Island.
I
It was
did
like,
too.
It was like a zombie Skyrim basically.
Yeah.
That's how I would describe it. It was
Yeah.
really unique, really cool. I don't know if we'll ever get that or not.
I want
But then
another
they
Dead
started
Rising
making
game.
the Dying Light games, and they're kind of different. Just didn't feel.
They're
the same to me.
parkour.
Yeah, they're parkour. It's like Mirror's Edge all over again.
I really liked Dead Rising. If we're talking about zombie games, Dead Rising is probably my favorite series. I really like 3 a lot. Not a lot of people like 3, but I really like 3 a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, it was good.
Never played it.
Really? Mm-hmm. It was good.
I think I played some of 2.
I had the day 1 edition.
I don't think it was great. I just think the gimmicks of the game was so different and so absurd that it attracted a lot of people.
Yeah, there's a lot of absurdity, especially with like some of the combination weapons that you could get in that game.
I mean, like, what other route or option did they have, to take
It's true.
than the absurd?
Yeah.
True
And absurd's fun. Can I give you guys an example of one of the weird random stories that I pulled out of the internet this week?
Yeah.
I thought it was really fun. I might have missed it if we weren't digging so hard and looking for this stuff. A collection of rare NES games just sold for over $1 million.
Yes, I saw that.
$1.02 million.
A dentist decided
insane.
to just pick them up.
This
just
guy
out of the
named
blue.
Eric Nairman, he's obviously a video game collector, and he's a dentist, like you said.
Uh-oh.
He just paid $1.02 million for a collection of 40 sealed, graded first edition NES games.
That's
$1 million.
Why would you just drop that kind of money?
So
Because you can.
Prior to this, the biggest single title that was ever sold was about $100 million, just over $100 million, for an original copy of Super Mario Bros.
Mm-hmm.
So this just dwarfs any previous sales of this type.
Okay, we'll see you in a little bit,
Podcast
Zach.
drama.
Have fun going to the bathroom.
You don't have to call it. Hey, quick note.
Yeah.
My mom listens to the show.
Yeah.
And she thinks it's ridiculous when you call Zach out every
Why?
time he walks out.
I think it's
I'm
hilarious.
just telling you. So,
I'm sorry, Brittin's mom. I apologize.
yeah, don't let it happen again.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah,
I
so-
won't mention how Zach just left us in the middle of his story to go to the bathroom.
That's okay. I can still tell you the story.
No,
if you wanna
please
hear
do.
it.
No, absolutely.
So a group of 3 collectors has been building this collection, this 40-game collection that was just sold over the course of a combined 52 years.
Mm-hmm.
So between the 3 of them, they've been collecting for 52 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it took them that long to build this collection. And these are all like mint, close to mint anyway, sealed in protective packaging, and they're all graded by a professional grading organization. And the organization that graded these things said that quite a few of these could, on their own, sell for over 100,000 each. Close to that.
And these are all
the
NES
previous
games, you said?
benchmark. Yeah. So a couple examples are there are first edition releases of Mario Bros. Arcade Edition. Have you ever played Mario Bros? Not Super Mario Bros. It's like the versus game with the pipes and the turtles.
Mm-hmm.
So a copy of that. There was 2 copies of Golf, and these are the only 2 copies in existence.
Mm-hmm.
Again, when I say in existence, I mean sealed and in the condition.
Or
that
as
they're
far
in.
as we know.
That are known. Yeah, exactly. The only known copy of Balloon Fight in this condition, and the only known copy of Gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe. If you're curious about that, go get the ROM because you're not going to find it at the Goodwill. Probably not. Anyway, I don't know what Gumshoe is. Actually, I've never played that before.
I can tell you the only rare game I really want to find is Cubivore for the GameCube.
What is it?
It was a launch title for the GameCube.
It's
And
rare, huh?
It's very rare. It's probably one of the most expensive GameCube games out there.
It's not this rare though, is it?
No.
Yeah, NES is it's in a league of its own when it comes to collectability. Like no other console touches the rarity and value of some of the early NES games.
Yeah.
Even older stuff, like there's no Atari games even come close.
Yeah.
NES was a sweet spot.
Unfortunately, I mean, if you were to find the right game sealed, like graded, like say like an ET that was still in the box.
ET is going to be worth anything.
I feel like it'd be worth
in this neighborhood.
I feel like it'd be not like this, but.
Yeah.
So did these guys like pool all the games together and just sell them to one collector and then they split the money?
They were building this collection as kind of its own showpiece.
Oh, okay, got it.
And yeah, they decided to sell, and this guy stepped in. He's actually started collecting like playing cards and stuff and trading cards back in the day.
Got it.
And migrated to video games at some point. I didn't even read much in the article about him being an avid gamer. He's just more of a collector. And
There's
this
nothing
is now probably the most prolific NES collection in the world.
Maybe if I hold my Amiibo collection for 50 years,
Yeah,
they'll be worth nothing.
maybe.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
I wouldn't say nothing, but you might get face value for them, like I did. I spent 3 years buying every single one that came out, keeping them pristine, immaculate. And when I decided to part ways with my collection, I basically got out what I put into it.
I mean, that's better than losing.
It is. That's true. It's a little sad, but I've said this before. I had fun collecting. I had fun waking up at the crack of dawn and lining up at Best Buy and Toys R Us and Target sometimes.
Back in the day.
One time, I left work early to go to Target and get in line.
What day was that? Wait, who's that for? Do you remember?
It was for Rosalina, maybe.
I remember being in line at Safeway or at Target for that. Yeah.
There was a Safeway exclusive amiibo.
Sorry.
Which one was that?
You know what I'm saying?
No, I do.
Yeah. I remember being in that line. I got in line at 11 o'clock the day before.
Yeah.
And waited all night.
You did not.
I did. I set up a table, had some
at Target?
chairs. Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. Right
all
outside.
Right. You got me beat.
Yeah.
I concede.
Oh, thank you, man.
That's impressive. I never did overnight. I did like maybe 5 hours.
And now my friend who works at Nintendo just buys all my amiibos for me.
Oh, that's handy.
At a discount.
All of them? Do you still buy them all? Mm-hmm. You have the Link's Awakening one that just came out? You do?
I do.
You are still buying them all. I'm shocked.
I have every single one.
Wow.
All in the original packaging.
You should open them all. The look in your eyes when I said that.
I buy sometimes I'll buy like extra ones and it pains me to even open the extra one that I have.
Yeah, I get it. It's like pulling off a Band-Aid. But when I made the decision to open most of my collection and I did it all at once, I was just tearing them open one after another. It was so cathartic. It became like relaxing almost to go through it.
No.
It was liberating. I was like, for so long, I put these things on such a pedestal and I made sure every corner of the cardboard backing was perfectly straight.
Same.
And
I still do that.
Light up Target or Best Buy if they shipped me one that had curled corners. Because sometimes you couldn't get another one because they were
so rare.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, I pride myself on the fact that all of my original ones have like just the Wii U on the back and not the 3DS.
Oh, yeah.
They'll re-release them and they'll have like the Switch and stuff. But all mine have
true.
the Wii U and the 3DS on them, so you know they're legit.
First edition.
First edition.
You're a hardcore collector, man.
So maybe someday when I'm old and gray
and
an avid Nintendo collector comes around.
Maybe. You never know. At some point,
I'm in it for the long haul.
At some point, you'll take them off display probably. And you'll end up packing them away. And they'll sit in an attic or something for years and years.
Yeah.
When you buy your house. And then your great-grandkids will climb up there someday and be looking through your stuff. Who's this guy with the red hat?
Rip them all open.
That would be horrible. No, I think Mario will always be relevant, even like 40, 60 years from now. So don't worry about that.
Maybe Mario will die.
Oh, no. Why would you say such a thing?
He won't. I meant because of his age.
Who was it that died in the Smash Bros. Trailer? That was Luigi, wasn't it?
Yeah.
By the Grim Reaper.
He got straight destroyed.
That was intense, man.
Yeah.
This has been Collector Talk. Thanks for joining us.
Sorry.
We had to reminisce there a little bit about the Amiibro days.
The Amiibro.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
You're not an Amiibro anymore.
Oh, stop.
You're a fake.
I'll always have a fondness.
Fraud.
Hey, let's talk about Blizzard.
Yeah, let's talk about them.
A little bit. We talked about Blizzard kind of in a negative light last week. Let's talk about some potentially exciting stuff.
They're a garbage company.
Stop. We're not going to get back into that.
I literally have... I don't have a problem with Blizzard personally.
Okay. I kind of just look at their games.
Yeah, I
don't really look at social stances.
I don't care
just
about
the games.
They're social.
And today, we're just talking about the games.
Yeah.
And potentially other cool stuff. We'll see. So BlizzCon starts on November 1st.
Ooh, we're very close.
About a week.
Yeah.
And they just announced the schedule, the BlizzCon schedule. They just put it up online.
Yeah.
And something of note, something interesting, is there are 6 mystery spots on the schedule. There are 6 panels during the schedule that are labeled just coming soon.
Oh.
And I haven't really paid attention to that schedule coming out in previous years. I don't know if that's a thing where they'll have blank spots that get filled in later. But to me, it sounds like there's some unannounced content that they're going to be discussing during BlizzCon.
Yeah.
And the first 4 of these panels are back-to-back immediately following the opening ceremony.
Okay.
So don't they sometimes, like at the end of the opening ceremony, show a trailer or something and kind of initially announce something brand new there?
Like for the most part,
Diablo Immortal, I think might have rolled out then.
Yeah, they'll normally do like they'll go in order of their game. So they'll release something for like Blizzard. They'll release something for like World of Warcraft, and then they'll switch to Diablo. Then they'll switch to like HOTS, which probably won't be there.
Yeah,
and then Overwatch. But the big ones that I keep hearing is Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2.
Yeah. Okay, so on the topic of Diablo 4,
Yeah.
we might have a leak.
Okay.
A leaked confirmation of Diablo 4's existence.
Ooh.
I'll tell you the details, and you guys can decide what
I've
you
already
think.
decided.
Okay,
it's 100% true.
Well, I mean, it's very likely
You heard
Diablo
it
4
here
is
first,
coming.
folks. Subscribe and
Just
follow.
Listen. Just listen to
Okay,
this.
sorry.
So there's a German gaming magazine called GameStar, and in the latest issue that's due to hit store shelves, I think right about now, about a week before BlizzCon, they did a huge advertisement, a 27-page spread on a new art book that's coming out, a Diablo art book called The Art of Diablo.
Yeah.
And in this section of the magazine, they wrote this. This is the description of the book, according to the magazine. Featuring over 500 artworks from Diablo, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, and Diablo 4, this book features many noteworthy artworks created for Blizzard Entertainment's iconic action RPG.
Cool.
The weird thing is, this is already on shelves.
Okay.
So either somebody screwed up and messed up the timing, or they're just mistaken, and they printed something that is inaccurate.
This is why.
What do you guys think?
This is why third parties are great.
Why?
Because they blow everything out of the water, and
It's
this is
true.
how we get leaks.
But I
is
mean,
this.
they should know that BlizzCon and the potential actual announcement of this is a week away, if it is indeed coming this year. So it seems like a big oversight to just flat out say Diablo 4 a week before Blizzard had any plans to
I mean, not
announce it.
Not everybody's tuned in, you know.
I suppose, but if you're a video game magazine, you probably should be.
You should be, absolutely.
There's not many excuses for that. So other than that potentially being a panel at Blizzard, what do you think these other 5 panels could be? I've heard talk of, well, there's the Warcraft remake, right? We haven't seen much on that yet. There's been talk of a Diablo 2 remake as well, but if they're doing Diablo Immortal on phones and Diablo 4, it'd be weird to hit that up too, I think.
I mean, I also think, because they slowed down the production of Overwatch.
Right.
We don't know if there's Overwatch 2 coming.
There is an Overwatch panel already scheduled during the event, so I don't know if any of these other panels might pertain to Overwatch as well. But
Could
it's a
we get something
possibility.
unexpected?
Could we get
That's
more
what we're
voice
hoping.
actors? I hope so.
What are you talking about?
I love when they do voice actor panels.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's probably like those are probably some of my favorite panels is voice actor panels.
But why would they not just say what they are at this point if there wasn't some secret to them? You know what I mean?
What?
I like getting all wrapped up in what could be, even though it might not be anything.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Still want a new Warcraft. I still want that StarCraft action shooter type thing that we never got.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that Blizzard kind of just shelves inexplicably. So
Give us a new console RTS.
I
please.
everyone keeps talking
Yeah.
about Overwatch 2 and the game's not even that old.
It's coming up on 4 years next spring.
That's not that old in comparison to
Some of their
like
IPs.
StarCraft or Warcraft or
Yeah.
things like that.
It's seasoned though. It's been around.
Yeah, I know, but
You know?
why? What's the point of making an Overwatch 2?
PVE content, story content.
Just add it to the game.
And then They're talking about a complete rework of the system, not just reworking quick play and.
God, I
competitive.
hope they rework the ranking system because it is bad.
It's bad.
What
It
about
is
like a whole new
real bad?
whole new set of characters too?
No.
And we're
Keep running Overwatch 1 as it is, but a new game
No.
with
no,
new mechanics, new characters.
They
They
won't
won't do
separate.
that.
They won't separate the fan base because everybody would be livid.
Really?
If they did that, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you think Overwatch will shut down when Overwatch 2 hits?
No, it's
Or you think
how
that would
ironic.
be
if they separate the Overwatch and Overwatch 2 into 2 completely different games with 2 different PvP and then add PvE to Overwatch 2, it's
Yeah.
going to make a lot of people very angry. The time and effort they put into Overwatch, the money and time people put into Overwatch, and for them to come out and
But
make
they
a
can-
whole new game.
they can keep playing Overwatch. What's
Yeah,
the
but
problem?
if they stop supporting Overwatch
wouldn't.
and Overwatch 2, that's
They
what I'm
wouldn't.
saying. So
They-
it's
I just don't see
It
why
doesn't
they
make a
couldn't
lot of sense
run
to do Overwatch
concurrently. MMOs have done it. EverQuest 2 came out while EverQuest was going strong, and they're both still going.
it just doesn't make a lot of
15,
sense.
20 years later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it's going to be a big
I've never
add-on.
played Overwatch, so I will defer to you on this.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be a big add-on, if anything.
Okay.
But the rumor is that usually we get a hero announcement, but the rumor is that they're actually holding on to the heroes for something big.
Oh, something big. What's bigger than BlizzCon for Blizzard?
Will be Overwatch 2.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So we'll see. And then
sequels just reignite excitement for a thing too,
yeah.
So maybe Overwatch needs that because it's not being talked about quite as much as it was.
Well, because
year ago.
it's here. It's
Yeah.
we know what it is, and usually the excitement comes from these new heroes that come into the game.
Yeah, that's true.
But what BlizzCon is the 1st to the 3rd
Yes, that's right.
of November.
Yep.
So it's coming up.
So keep an eye on it.
Mhm.
I'll probably at least watch the opening ceremony and see if anything cool comes out of it.
Where you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
You can buy like a digital pass to watch this stuff, huh?
Yeah.
And is that the only way to watch these panels?
Yeah.
I think it was on the dock a couple weeks ago. We
Okay.
were talking about the rewards.
Yeah.
Got it.
You do get cool rewards. I will say that.
Okay.
You do get really cool rewards,
Yeah.
and some of them are even worth something.
Yeah, some were pretty cool.
There's like an old like Bear Blizzard mount, like a BlizzCon mount.
Oh yeah.
You had to be there to actually get it, I think. But it's worth a couple $1,000s.
Cool.
Last year, the Demon Hunter Sombra skin in Overwatch, you had to be at BlizzCon to get it. But this year, they have it as an unlockable
Gotcha.
during their event.
Okay.
The
That's cool.
Sombra skin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering why it looked familiar.
I
I
gotta
haven't
pick up
even
a
opened
digital
that
pass.
game.
Yeah, you should. You should just hop in and get all the stuff during the Halloween event.
Yeah, what am I going to do? Buy 50 loot boxes and potentially get a...
No.
Don't you patronize me.
Hey, hey fellas.
The Reese's skin's pretty cool.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know what you're talking about when you talk about Nintendo.
I don't know.
Get ready for some of that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm actually really
ever.
excited.
Okay.
I like how you guys pulled me into like this little Nintendo bubble. I'm like, oh, Reggie said something.
We made you buy a Switch.
Speaking of Reggie,
What about him? What about Reginald? Tell us.
that's really loud. It's time for this week's. Should I say Reggie or the other word that you have? on
Reggie
there?
Watch.
Either one works.
Reginald, watch.
I was hoping you were going to go into saying the whole thing backwards.
I thought-
How cool would that be? I'd be so impressed.
The pious will come for us if we do that.
That wouldn't
What?
be a good idea, would it?
Oh no!
I thought you were gonna do like in Mexican soccer when they score a goal and they yell "goal."
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do that.
Reggie!
Zach and I would bust out the vuvuzelas.
Vuvuzelas.
Play along.
Well, this week's Reggie Watch.
I have a vuvuzela.
Let's get back on
We
topic.
got a Reggie watch.
We got a Reggie Watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or a Reginald Watch,
After a little
if you will.
downtime.
Yeah.
So Reggie's been doing stuff like Reggie does.
Wow. Cool.
We've talked in a previous Reggie Watch about how he was named honorary leader in residence at Cornell University,
Yes.
his alma mater, and he just had his first speaking engagement there this week, and it sounds like it was awesome. Honestly, not like some dry college lecture kind of thing. He sounded like he made it very fun and engaging. So what he did was he put together a seminar on the leadership skills for campus and workplace that he has personally developed over his career, his 35-year career that spans like many big corporations that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
Nintendo, obviously, Guinness. I don't have a list, but he's been Pizza Hut. We've talked about that in the past. He's been a corporate executive at a lot of different
Juggernaut,
companies,
if
and
you will.
He's learned a lot over his years doing so many different things in so many different industries. And cool thing about this seminar, you can't watch it online yet. It is going to get uploaded at some point, but a lot of people that were there, that were in attendance, broke it down and talked about it. And it sounds like he tied a lot of these specific principles that he was talking about into his experiences at Nintendo, because that's his most recent touchstone in his career. And he spent, I think, the majority of his career there out of all the places that he worked. So in that, he spent time talking about the launch of Wii.
Yeah.
He talked a little bit about how he and the late, great Satoru Iwata didn't see eye to eye on bundling Wii Sports with Wii initially.
Yeah.
And he was the one that really pushed for that and
Yeah.
made it happen. And he talked about the failure of the Wii U, but in this lecture, he called it a failure forward.
Yeah.
So he talked about how they learned just all kinds of lessons from it and how they applied it to the launch of the Switch eventually. Talked about Hanafuda cards, which is cool. He dug deep into Nintendo history for that. And then he just talked in general a bit about his experience with Iwata and things that he learned from him. One of the things that really stood out to me is he learned the art of silence in meetings, in corporate meetings. He learned that from Iwata, and I think that's probably a general Japanese business practice, just doing a lot of listening.
Yeah.
Because you don't hear about that in American business culture
No, you
at
don't.
all. That's really unique.
It's loud, boisterous, hold yourself highly.
Everybody say as much as they can all at once. So just the art of listening is kind of a lost thing. So, of course, at some point, there was a Q&A section, and it had to happen.
Yeah.
It had to happen. Somebody had to go real deep on Nintendo or Reggie's Nintendo history and say, when are we getting Mother 3? Which is by far the question Reggie got most as president of Nintendo over the past 5 years of his career.
I think
he just got asked that at
realistically-
every event, every interview.
I think it was
nonstop.
just a meme at this point, so
It is.
it had to be asked.
And he was very, very good-natured about it, even though he was probably super annoyed. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know. Wouldn't you think you'd be annoyed being asked that question after you've officially parted ways?
No, he's like our giant nerd dad.
I love it.
Nerd dad.
He's like our
love
nerd
it.
dad. Like we're all like his little Nintendo children.
That's the thing.
And he just expects us to ask that. You know,
I always felt like he actually played these games. It was
like-
never just like corporate talk for him. He always had a connection to the fans and the games themselves. You know, it wasn't just business. And I think that's kind of what you're hitting on.
It even says here he bears a good-humored yet clearly exhausted expression.
While he was answering the question.
it's like asking, "Are we there yet?"
Yeah.
Exactly.
So here was his answer to the question. He says, all of my answers are out there. Look, I love Earthbound, but luckily for me, this is a decision I am no longer a part of. And the crowd just kind of erupted in laughter.
So basically, stop asking.
Yeah, you guys could shut up about it now, but in a very diplomatic, graceful way, true to his nature. And then after this lecture was over, he got out there with the people in attendance, and he took all kinds of pictures with them. He chatted with them.
Nice.
He rubbed elbows with them.
Good guy.
The guy that kind of summarized the whole article and wrote about his experience there, that I got this information from, said that he was there for like a whole extra hour after the event was over, just to make sure he could take pictures with everybody that wanted to meet him and shake his hand, maybe get an autograph.
Cool.
That's so cool.
Super cool. And he will never escape Nintendo. Clearly.
I mean, this event was free, so it was cool for people that didn't necessarily join or go to the university. So
oh yeah, it was just free.
It was
anyone
open, yeah.
can come
Anybody
and
could
check
go.
it out. Too bad we don't live in New York.
I love this end quote where it says, "Now we can all start pestering Doug Bowser about Mother."
Oh
3
yeah, that's
instead."
great, isn't it?
Yeah, that's funny.
And will we? I don't know. It's more fun to pester Reggie about it,
Yeah, of
even though
course.
he has no idea what's going on anymore.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just more fun.
If we ever get him on the show, can we pester him?
Absolutely.
I could not imagine. We talked about this. I could not imagine.
We talk
having
about it
that
every
legend
time.
in here.
That would be so
It'd be
good.
amazing.
I mean, what if
Do you
we
guys
did?
think
It could happen.
Doug Bowser seems cool?
Yeah.
Do you think he can ever, even after 20 years like Reggie did, reach the level
Of coolness?
No.
coolness is a good word, but
he-
even just like respect among his fans?
Yeah,
and-
I think so.
Or even gain fans. Corporate executives do not have fans,
Yeah.
generally speaking.
Unless you're Reggie
Reggie's
or
like the very
Satoru
rare
Iwata
exception.
or
Yeah, it's such a weird phenomenon.
most
So
Nintendo
I guess that answers my question. I don't think anyone else could attain these
don't-
levels of fandom.
At least not in Reggie's
As a corporate
case.
executive.
But I feel like Doug Bowser can
He
at
seems,
least be up there.
He seems genuine.
Yeah.
He seems good natured.
Yeah.
He seems like he has a good sense of humor.
Yep.
So I think he's gonna try. It'd be cool if he reached that point, but I don't know, man. It's gonna take a lot.
Can you imagine like Reggie walking in, but instead of like a suit, he's wearing like a all red and white Adidas like track suit,
Oh, he did. He totally did that for
hair
like
slicked back.
for Nintendo Direct videos,
Did
like
he?
some skits and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I
he,
can totally picture it.
he would wear and say and do whatever he was asked to do for the sake of comedy in those bits. He was
So good.
he had such a good attitude about
The
it.
Reginator.
The Reginator.
So good.
Classic bit. Yeah.
So good.
That was it. This has been your
Oh. This has been your Reggie Watch.
That was good, Scott. You can cut it there. Handled it. Nailed it. We don't need to fill time that desperately, do we, Zach?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think we're good. But we'll humor him anyway.
I like that at the end.
You didn't let me finish. Hey, Reggie, if you're listening, if you want to be on the show, we have a couch that's been plenty sat on just for you.
But we're
or
gonna
a
give
chair
him,
in the
we're gonna
corner.
give him the big
totally
chair,
up to you.
remember?
Oh yeah, we're gonna give you the big papa chair.
Yep.
Yeah, the big boy chair.
This is
if you
the
will.
focal point, and I don't know why.
It
in the
really
world
is.
I
Yeah,
sit
we're
in it.
all we're facing you.
It's because
Yeah.
you're the dad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought Reggie was nerd dad.
You're our pod dad.
He is, but you're
pod dad. He's
Okay.
nerd dad.
Yeah.
Sure, okay.
You're like Tide Pod dad.
Weird. Real weird.
Yeah.
Give us Tide Pods every episode.
Yeah.
Encourage us to eat them.
You guys
Don't do it.
encourage us. Eat this right now.
Let's have a disclaimer.
We need a disclaimer.
Don't eat Tide Pods.
Bad
Yeah.
idea.
They will kill you.
We are pharmacists, so we do know. Oh, well, we're
What's-
not real, but you know.
Don't
we're-
claim that either.
we're-
We need a second disclaimer here.
We're not real
actual
pharmacists.
pharmacists.
Maybe have a third one just
Yeah.
to preface the first two.
I mean,
Don't listen to anything we say. Is the third
is it
disclaimer.
in bad taste to joke about Tide Pods this far on?
It's fine.
I don't think anybody cares anymore.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
No one-
Get it? No, in bad taste.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Good one, Zach. Good dad joke.
Guys.
Now who's the pod dad?
Yo, give him the old man nudge. Am I right?
Yeah. Coming at you.
You know what? You know what comes out tonight?
No, what?
Call of Duty.
Oh, cool.
God.
So excited.
You're buying it.
I bought it.
You already got it?
don't care.
I bought
I
it.
do. I wanna hear all about
I
it.
bought it and preloaded it,
Cool, man.
and I'm ready to go.
That's awesome.
So the question is,
Yes.
are the servers going to be up and running?
No,
Zach, it doesn't
Absolutely
doesn't
not.
matter.
6 p.m.
The
sharp.
correct way to play any Call of Duty
Is
game
not.
is to play through the campaign before you step foot online.
There is a campaign. Yeah.
Of course there is. There
Yeah.
has to be.
It's the same campaign.
No, it's
no,
not.
it's not. It's different.
Completely
It's
different
the
game.
same campaign.
You should get your bearings, get a feel for whatever specifics this game has going on before you get online.
It looks very dramatic. I
Yeah,
think
it
I
does.
talked about it a little bit after after one of the trailers came out. Can you guys guess how big this game is?
The file size?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess 35 gigs.
No, wrong.
It's way
Scott,
bigger.
yeah.
Holy crap!
Scott probably has a better idea.
How many games did you have to delete to make room for?
You don't want to know.
He had to delete Red Dead Redemption. I'm sure.
That's been deleted, my friend.
Oh.
That takes up half the hard drive.
I guess I'll say 80.
Wrong. 122 gigs.
What the actual heck? Do you
For,
guys?
for everything, for the 2 story mode downloads, Spec Ops,
Dang.
multiplayer, everything. 122 gigs. That's
Zach-
bigger than Red Dead Redemption, which was 108.
That's
That's-
insanity.
That is insane.
I know
the
you're gonna
cool
like-
part. The cool part about this though is you can uninstall like the story mode and the Spec Ops mode.
Oh, there you
and
go. Play
everything.
that and then just
Yeah, and then
uninstall
install
it.
it,
That's
yeah.
smart. I know you're gonna roll your eyes, so I'm not even gonna look at you when I say this. Do you guys know how big Breath of the Wild is? All of Breath of the Wild
Yeah.
is 11 gigs.
Yeah.
But you
This
know,
is inexcusable.
But you know what?
It looks better.
It's on the Switch and doesn't look that
It
great.
has 4K
so-
graphics. It has specular lighting.
It looks
And
way better than
holograms.
Modern Warfare. Are you kidding me?
Artistically,
Modern,
yeah.
Modern Warfare is 5 colors: black, green,
Oh, yes.
darker green, more black, and gray.
The
Like
hatred's real.
those are the only colors in that stupid game.
You tell 'em.
You know, we have to have a critic on the show. So.
We are our own critics.
we're all critical of each other. Very
Yeah.
critical. So it works
Yeah.
out.
I mean, I don't really like to call you guys out on stuff because I don't really know anything. So,
Yeah.
And when I call you out and I'm completely wrong, you guys blast me for it. So.
On the show and in private.
And in private, yeah.
He goes home
100%.
crying.
I do, yeah. Every
that's
day. It's part of my routine.
That's fine.
I go
Now
home,
I
eat a
feel bad.
sandwich, cry one out,
Cry into my sandwich.
and then
Add some salt to it.
and then play some video games.
Oh, well, that part sounds all right.
You know.
Nice, cool.
That's the recovery.
Yeah.
So you're gonna play some Modern Warfare? Is there zombies in this game?
No, there's not.
Then I don't care.
Thank the
What?
Lord.
Then I don't care.
And there's no equivalent to blackout mode either, right?
There is rumored to be a battle royale coming later,
Oh, okay.
which is cool.
For now, it's just going to be the typical like TDM and
Yeah, they-
search and destroy and junk
TDM,
like that.
they do have a new game mode called Ground War, which is 60. Is it? No, it's 32 versus 32. So 64 players, and it's basically mimicking kind of like Battlefield.
Okay.
But the game was pretty flawed right now. I know I'm not going to play it. A lot of people weren't happy with it because it's just basically kill streaks and tanks.
Oh, okay.
Just killing everybody. So if you're not
Yeah.
indoors, you basically die instantly.
That's dumb.
So they have some fixing to do on that part.
Give
Yeah.
me the bus zombie game again, and that's all. That's
The bus?
yeah. Remember the bus?
No.
You don't remember the blue bus? You would get on it. You would get on it, and then you would literally travel between different areas.
Oh yeah.
And
which game was that? I forgot.
I think that was Black Ops.
2, 3.
I think
It had to be
was-
2 or 3 because I didn't play 2 or 3.
3, because 2 was just a regular zombie mode.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
Interesting.
But it was so much fun. And there was Easter eggs and stuff that were hidden in there, of course.
The zombie bus.
Yeah, the zombie bus.
fun.
Yeah.
You know what I would
great.
like to see,
I
and
do
this might
not
be a little
remember
bit
that.
shallow, but a Call of Duty World at War remake with the original zombie mode.
Yeah.
That's
I think
that's
that
my
would
bread
be
and butter.
seen as-
That's my heart and soul.
It'd be kind of too shallow these days because people expect more from zombie mode.
Well, yeah, because
now.
it's gotten so
It doesn't need-
extravagant and
yeah.
crazy. It's gotten so crazy, but the simplicity of that game mode, I played that like no other.
Yeah.
But after it got all crazy and weird and all these different little unlockables and all this crazy stuff going on, I was like,
Leveling,
the buses,
RPG mechanics.
Yeah, the bus is where I stopped.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it just got way too weird.
World at War was the first to introduce it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing that mode. It was solid.
yep.
Good stuff.
I played what's the Black Ops 4, right? This newest one.
Yes.
I usually just call it Blackout, but
Oh, yeah.
I went to go play the zombie mode on that, and one of the maps was like the stadium in Rome or whatever.
The Coliseum.
The Coliseum, and like there's like fire and there's like big monsters. I'm like, no.
There's monsters.
I'm like, I can't.
I guess they did add some of that pretty early on, like ghosts and zombies and walking skeletons, and demon dogs. I remember those. Those were actually in the original, weren't they?
dogs.
Dogs.
No, I don't
Flaming
think so.
dogs.
I never
No, that
remember
must have been a
dogs.
later one. I'm bad at this. I'm bad at Call of Duty. I'm sorry.
Guys,
I can't
if
have
you
an
feel like
intelligent
zombies,
conversation.
let us know what you think.
Okay.
I like
Let
zombies.
us know what you think about zombies.
Yeah, let us know what you think about zombies.
Do you like them? Do you not?
In real life or in video games?
What was
Both.
the first zombie game that ever came out?
Save it, bro. Trivia.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, save it. I
That's-
think I have an answer to that.
I
so
just kind of
That's
threw
really
it out
good.
there.
you should make that the trivia.
That is the trivia. That'd be the trivia. We'll re-ask it.
Okay.
When
Yeah,
we're done
okay,
here.
cool. Let's talk about Fallout 76 against my
What
better
a
judgment.
joke!
It's,
What a joke!
well, we got your opinion of it, Zach.
How do you really feel? That?
What a
Oh
joke!
my god!
This is crazy. This game already felt to me like it was floundering
game.
on its last legs. They
Yeah.
announced this big update that was kind of going to bring like RPG content to it, NPCs to it, and then it got delayed
Yeah.
till next year.
Yeah.
So we don't even know exactly when that's coming. And then they went and announced,
Oh yes, you in the back.
Zach,
Go ahead, finish.
and then they went
Oh.
and announced a paid subscription service for this game. Yeah, what's up,
How
Zach?
dare they?
How could they do
How
that?
dare they?
What makes them think
That is
this
so
is warranted
disrespectful.
of the fans?
How dare they? I don't get why or how somebody could make that call and disrespect their fan base and the people that bought this game
Slap them
and
in the face.
they
Because despite
I bought this game.
despite
know.
everything they've done, they do have a fan base. There's still people that play
so
this game.
ridiculous.
But for how long if they do stuff like this? Because they're adding stuff to the game through this subscription service that affects gameplay. So it could almost be called pay to win type stuff. So let me tell you what's going on here, okay? So for $13 a month or $100 a year, you get access to Fallout First. That's what they're calling this new subscription service. And the main thing that they're adding to the game that they say is a part of this service is private servers. So you can have access to a private server where it's just you and whichever friends you want to invite. You're not playing on public service for servers, which I guess I've never played. Scott, did you play some of this game?
Yeah.
So typically when you get in there and play, are they just randomly throwing people in servers together?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you see any appeal to having a private server where it's just you and friends?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I played the game once.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm asking the wrong guy then.
So
A couple other things that this gives you. They give you unlimited storage for crafting components. Whoopee. Why don't you have that anyway? Just by default. That's ridiculous.
because you have to collect
It has to be realistic.
It has to be realistic.
They give you a survival tent, which is a placeable fast travel point with a stash and a sleeping bag. They give you 650 atoms per month, which you spend in the atomic shop. I have no idea what that means. It sounds pretty pay to win to me, though. It sounds like you're buying stuff to improve your character.
yeah,
I
it
think
depends on what's in the shop.
I
but
think
yeah.
it's all
does.
cosmetic stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think.
Well,
it's
how
just-
about this survival tent? You could place a fast travel point wherever you want
Yeah.
and sleep and heal wherever you want.
So basically, you keep coming back to beat the dudes that are fighting you.
Maybe.
But you have
yeah.
to be in a location where you're not surrounded by enemies.
Yeah, you can't sleep when there's enemies
Yeah,
around.
you can't
That's-
sleep when
that's
there's
true.
enemies around.
Okay. The Ranger armor outfit, which is one of the classic outfits from Fallout history, and some icons and emotes. Woohoo, emotes. Everybody's favorite thing in the world.
I'm so blown away.
$13 a month,
We've
$100 a year.
We've talked about them with their lack of not finishing the game, the glitches, how broken it's been, lack of support.
Yeah.
Them promising things and them not being there, and then now for them to do all that, maybe try and possibly fix them, and then to go ask for more money for a service.
Yeah.
For the game.
Yeah. It's ballsy. It's gallsy. I don't know what they're thinking.
Do you want to read some of these Reddit?
I do. So if you hopped on, what's the Reddit community called?
It's probably r/76.
Something like that. Yeah. So it's basically the Fallout 76 official
Oh,
subreddit.
it's FO70. r/FO76.
Yep. So if you hopped on there the day stuff was announced, you were greeted with such threads as Fallout 76 first subscription. Is this an out of season April Fool's joke? Mark this day as the day Bethesda really proved they're not only idiots but liars. A subscription service that implements objective pay-to-win content for a game that's still more broken than most games at launch. Expletive is how that one finishes up.
Yeah.
Another thread, Xbox Game Pass is cheaper than Fallout 76 first.
And
And it includes the brand new game Outer Worlds, which
Yeah.
is, we should talk about that actually, which is kind of a Fallout style RPG, which
Fallout in
looks really
space.
cool. Yeah, basically. Dear Bethesda, how about a free year of your premium to everyone who originally bought the unfinished game for the original ticket price? People are not happy about this, you guys.
Someone said, I can't even defend it.
I can't even defend it, which we were struggling to do. too.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Guys.
Do you think anyone will subscribe to this?
There's an issue that popped up saying servers aren't working, and basically instead of a new server, there's dead NPCs and looted stuff.
Cool.
So you're not only getting ripped off monetarily, you're literally getting ripped off because you're not getting what they said.
What? I don't... Guys, come on, Bethesda.
I used to really like Bethesda. They're making it hard to stay with them looking forward to games like Elder Scrolls 6, you know?
Yeah, I won't do it.
Why? I mean, I'm still going to play it
I
because it's
won't.
going to be great.
I
but
refuse. Like
it's hard to stay positive about them as a developer right now when you see them just driving this thing into the ground and nickel and diming its small fan base, the people that are still playing it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
follow the road of Anthem.
Yeah.
Give up.
Yeah.
Let it burn and move on.
It was a misstep.
Please.
Yeah, it's so true, though. Just let the game die. Just let the game die and start working on Fallout 5.
What's the other one that's coming? We've got Elder Scrolls 6 and then the space one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
Outer Worlds?
I
No,
thought it
it's-
was Outer Worlds, but it's not.
Bethesda's making a space
Starlight
RPG
or
team.
something like that. I don't know.
Star something. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
We need to talk about Assassin's Creed because I mentioned it in the intro.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry.
That's right.
My
This
bad.
is kind of funny. This is another one of those stories that we only dug out because we were really looking for stuff to talk about, but it's pretty funny. So during a video game convention in Canada, it's called EGLX, Enthusiast Gaming Expo Live. The creator of Assassin's Creed was doing a panel on his new game. We've talked about it before, A Humankind Odyssey.
Yeah.
What's it called? Ancestors, The Humankind Odyssey.
The
His
monkey
name's-
one.
Yeah. His name is Patrice Desilets, and he's largely responsible for Assassin's Creed, the entire franchise, the original game, all
Yeah.
that good stuff. And during a Q&A panel, somebody was asking him about if he sees himself as typecast as the Assassin's Creed guy, and if he thinks that's a problem for his career, if just how he feels about being kind of labeled that guy.
Yeah.
And his response was pretty funny because it hits on something very profound. He says, I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. A little bit. If you're going to spend years on something, I hope that happens. Breath of the Wild. Wow. That was a game where you could do anything. Once you finish the first half hour or so. Now you're just going to climb towers and unfog the rest of the map. Sorry, it's my fault. And basically what he's getting at is he created that mechanic that pretty much every open world game since has latched onto.
Yeah.
You have a huge map that's all covered with fog, and as you climb towers and look around, you unfog the map.
Yeah.
And I hadn't put much thought into it, but Assassin's Creed was the first game to do that.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was novel. It was interesting.
Yes, it was.
But every single open world since
And you can't
has had some variation on that.
But you can't forget the leap of faith.
The leap of faith is an important part of the equation.
That was
leaping
amazing.
leaping 200 feet into a haystack. Yeah,
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling. No, it is like when you
It's
don't,
absurd.
when you don't experience anything like that in a video game.
Yeah,
To like see like this giant thing that you can actually climb up
yeah,
and jump off. It's great.
it's cool.
Yeah.
You
So-
could actually die from that in real life. Do you know that?
Do you think he was joking? What, jumping into a haystack
Yeah.
for 200 feet?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a good idea. He was half joking, but seriously, I think this came across as a genuine apology to a lot of people because
He's like,
in this-
sorry, I'm that guy.
in that single design decision, he changed the course of the development of open world games.
Yeah.
Imagine if that had never happened. Do you guys think somebody else would have come up with it, or would it just never have happened and open world games would be forever different as a result?
I don't know.
It really got me
we
thinking.
could never know. That is a good point. I like the
The-
philosophical aspect of it.
It's like an
Yeah.
alternate timeline almost.
It
That's
really
like
is,
the
yeah.
Zelda 2 of jumping off of
And-
200-foot towers
Sure, why not?
to unreveal fog.
And
on
I
a
don't. It's exactly like that.
map. Yeah.
And I don't hold him personally responsible. People didn't have to copy him wholesale and keep doing the same thing over
No.
and over and over.
He only did it himself.
But they did. Other Ubisoft games did it too, though. And I don't know if he was involved or not. But even like The Crew, the racing game, did
Yeah.
it. Pretty sure Watch Dogs did something similar.
How did the crew do it?
You had to climb towers in a car?
Basically, yes.
Wow.
There were like hilltops that you would drive up to the top of and then survey the landscape
Wow.
and open up portions of the map. So
Wow.
it really did, I think, fundamentally change the course of video game development history.
Sorry,
crazy,
I just
isn't
need to
it?
Stand up for a second.
So
That's
Scott just stood up and he never ever does that.
I
So
don't think
both
that's
me
ever
and Brent
happened
give him
before.
my
a keen eye.
back hurts so bad
At least
right
your
now.
mic's adjustable.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Can we all stand up?
No.
Okay. All right.
Only me.
Yeah, our mic stands are not as
Yeah.
dependable.
You'd have to work for it.
We can remove them. We could be like Bob Barker on The Price is Right.
Nice.
You need to hold it down to your belly button though.
That'd be fine.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Well, you need a mic long enough.
I gotcha.
We just take it
It's
out
weird
with a
looking
little-
down at you guys.
Little socket here.
You do it all the time.
It's weird seeing you
down.
stand up.
Wow, that's
I'm
so
kidding.
rude.
Well, you're the one doing it.
It's like an odd episode. I love it.
It's fun. It's real
Love
fun.
it.
Are we done talking about this stuff?
We have about 8 minutes left. So
Okay.
Guys, you have any gaming moments of the week?
Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda.
All right. Go for it.
Can I be a dad for a second and talk about my kids?
Yeah.
when don't you?
Dude, gaming moment of the week. Gaming
Not very often. I
gaming
should
moment
more.
of the week is like involves
Yeah.
everything.
That's
in
true.
anything video games. So
My daughter, my youngest,
Uh-huh.
she's 4 years old. She's really gotten into ARMS lately.
Okay.
she's
That's
playing
funny.
it
That's
every
so
day.
funny.
Every time she gets a turn to play, that's what she wants to play.
Okay.
And I kid you not, she almost
it.
passes out every time she plays that game because she plays so hard. It's so furiously. She gets so into
this
it.
this is your feisty one, right?
Yeah, she's pretty
Okay,
dang feisty.
okay.
So in that game, Scott's played. I don't know if you've played it, Zach,
I
but
haven't.
it's
I've
like
seen
punch
it,
out
yeah,
style. You just
yeah.
kind of punch back and forth. But she adds a couple of her own unique mechanics to it, like jumping. So the entire time she's playing, she's not only punching, but she's jumping too.
Yeah.
And every
Man,
time
she must get worn out.
the thing is, she wins every single match, and she gets flawless wins a lot.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
So
I
it's
couldn't
not
do
just
that. I couldn't do that.
it's not just random chaotic flailing. It's she's precise somehow. With
Have
it.
you
She's-
recorded this
she's
on video?
surgical. No, I haven't done.
She's
it.
like doing
I
backflips,
should.
like doing like under, like
She's
uppercuts.
discovering secret moves that the developers didn't even know about. No,
Wow.
not really.
That's funny.
But it's so fun to watch. She's just so very into it. Plus, it's good exercise.
yeah,
So that game might be onto something. I don't know.
that game is dead.
It makes me maybe want to get Ring Fit Adventure for her because I bet she would just adore it. I bet she'd love it. She'd have so much fun with it.
Okay, honey, you have to strap this to your leg, and you got to play with this giant ring.
Yeah.
Have
why not?
fun.
Why not? I saw a video
what Brittin sounds
I saw
like
a
to his
video that
kids.
some other dad posted online of his little girl playing it, and to get the leg strap to work, he had to put like a towel in there or something because the leg strap wasn't big enough. But she was into it, and I saw it, and I instantly thought of my daughter playing ARMS. I was like, she would love this game. I totally.
But
gotta get
you
it
know
for her.
you know why that works so and why they would love this game and why she loves ARMS.
Yeah, why?
Because kids' brains operate differently than ours. Like we look at it and we think it's goofy, it's not logical, it's
Yeah.
not practical.
Yeah.
the kids, they think completely different. So
They're
kids love this kind of stuff.
And they like violence. I'm just kidding. But
that is partially true.
There's something there's something she's really into about punching these guys too, because she'll talk about how she punches these guys out of context, and people think we're bad parents.
I'm punching people in the face.
No, but it's all in good fun. She's adorable. She's sweet, and she's
great.
fun to watch play ARMS.
Cool.
I also got a Tetris Maximus.
Oh, is
all
that the DLC?
No, it's a first place win in Tetris 99.
Oh, okay, yeah, it doesn't. It's insignificant.
That's more significant than your chicken dinner.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you!
That's all I'm saying.
How dare you, sir?
Play some Tetris 99. Tell me how long it takes.
We
you
need to go
get
outside and duel.
I like how you
Throwing down the
flailed
gauntlet.
your arm. How dare you?
Just
let me see.
understand, it's my chicken dinner. Okay,
Okay,
it means
all
a
right.
lot to me.
Please understand.
Yeah,
Congrats,
please
Brittin.
understand. Thank you.
I'm proud of
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Scott, you have a GMTW.
No, not really.
No.
I've been playing Destiny 2. I just started raiding with my friends on Destiny 2. It's hard.
Is it?
There's okay, quick overview of one of the like things that you have to do is it's kind of like a gauntlet. So basically you don't have to have 6 players for this, but man, is it recommended. So basically there's 2 balls and there's like 4 corners of the room and 2 balls spawn at each of the corners, and you have to pick them up after you beat a wave of enemies, and then you get thrown into this gauntlet where you have to like jump through these rings to get like expanders for your for the ball that you're carrying. If you don't, you explode. And on the outside you have to have 2 people who are standing on a platform to shoot 2 arrows that are the opposite of the one that is showing inside, and they can't see it, so you have to be communicating the entire time. It's an absolute mess, and it was oh man,
I remember
dude.
playing.
It was so frustrating.
I remember doing raids in the first Destiny.
Yeah.
And it was just, hey, you go in. There's this boss with weak points, and you fight him.
Oh man, not here.
Not anymore.
Man, this is full World of Warcraft. I'm not talking like new World of Warcraft. I'm talking like classic raids.
This sounds like
It's great. It's like some Leroy Jenkins type stuff.
it sounds like American
I'm
Gladiators
dead
or something.
serious. We were literally sitting there for like
This doesn't
30
sound like a
minutes in
shooter.
a circle, like
Planning
planning
it
it out.
Do you remember the safety dance in World of Warcraft?
I don't. But hey, anyway,
Okay,
we're
fine.
coming up on time here. Do you have a game moment of the week?
Fortnite's bots suck,
That's what I heard.
and I feel like trash.
That's your gaming moment.
That's,
of the week.
that's my
a
game
sad
moment of the week.
Oh,
yeah.
good. Well, that's
Throw some hardcore dudes at me. And let me, try to get better. Don't get me.
They're bad. They're easy to kill.
Yeah, easy go.
Okay, I gotcha.
Cool. You don't feel really good. You don't feel good about it. You don't feel like you've accomplished anything.
I see.
Well, hey guys, we're
Hey.
coming up towards the end of the episode.
Yeah, we are.
Trivia.
Hit us with that trivia question you asked
Oh yeah,
a little
what
while
was,
ago.
What was the first zombie game that ever come out?
Zombie by Ubisoft.
Okay.
Wow, you're so confident.
ZOMBI, Zombie. And Zombie U, the Wii U game, was kind of a spiritual successor / remake of that game.
Does,
Zombie. I think it was in the 80s. It's an old one. There's probably some Atari game that's zombie.
Doom
based,
doesn't
but I
count,
don't
does
know.
it? The first Doom?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
That's not a
Um,
zombie
Doom,
game.
Doom's a demon game.
I know it's wrong, but I'm just gonna go with Left 4 Dead.
That's way wrong.
That's way wrong.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I love that game so
Yeah.
much.
I love that game. I'm going to talk about it next week.
It's a good question. Do you have a guess?
I like this whole standing up thing. It brings like a radio feel.
Dude, my
Do it.
back hurts so bad right
Can we
now.
all stand up next
No.
He's
episode?
like the announcer.
I don't have an answer. I can't even think of one, to be honest with you.
Just say The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Good guess.
No, I'm
But
not
you're
gonna
wrong.
I'm gonna be stupid. I'm gonna say zombies.
Zombies? I don't know what
Zombies.
that is.
By
Zombies Ate My
Ubisoft.
Neighbors is another old one. That's
I'll say
SNES.
I'll say Plants vs Zombies.
I think there's a GTA mod or a mod for GTA 3 which turn people into zombies.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there is. I'm for sure. About
That's
that.
all still way later.
Anyway, guys,
Hey.
thank you so much for listening. As always, don't forget to check us out on the social medias: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, iTunes, Instagram,
You know what I want to bring to life
And
or bring
Megaphone.
back to life?
Megaphone,
What?
Our Reddit page.
We had
Reddit.com.
We have
r
r/video game pharmacy.
I'm
r
in.
slash video game
I'll come hang.
pharmacy. Oh,
We'll do
good.
we'll do an AMA. See if anybody shows up.
Oh God!
Oh man!
Can't wait.
And then don't forget to check us out on Megaphone and of course NWCZRadio.com. Channel 1.
Fridays.
Fridays at 10. So don't forget to check us out on all those things.
We'll see you there, guys.
And we'll be there. You'll be there. We'll all be there. I'm stalling for time now.
Can I have a
You got 30 seconds.
fix? Sorry for the lack of not posting the YouTube episodes. I'm too behind, and we'll come up here.
Bro, no, it's fine.
But at least we got the audio up for y'all.
Cool. Exactly.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. I need you to
It's funny
Get
that
on it.
get on it.
it's funny that
Don't
none of
worry.
us said Resident Evil for zombie games.
Oh shoot!
You know,
I'm
that
gonna
series.
I'm gonna change to Resident Evil 1.
Just a random thought.
I didn't think about it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. As always, we will see you guys next week. From Zach,
Happy Spoopy Month.
from me, and from Brittin.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
The pharmacy is now closed.